Good morning, everybody. Good morning. This is an exciting day. Welcome to the dedication of the Science Education Research Center. My name is Michael Kline, and I'm the Dean of the College of Science and Technology. I'd like to welcome Lieutenant Governor Corley, also Chairman of the Trustees, Patrick O'Connor, the President of our university, President Theobald, and the Provost, Hai Lung Dai. What a magnificent space. I am confident it will inspire students and faculty to be extraordinarily creative. It will enable them to take scientific discoveries and achievements to a new level. This building, we call it SERC, represents Temple's commitment to innovation in science and technology, the fields that underpin the US economy. SERC is a special place, one of the largest research-focused structures in the Philadelphia region. And I hope you're with me in appreciating that Temple's College of Science and Technology is on a strong upward trajectory. More than 50% of the faculty in the college have been newly hired in the past 7 years. This is a remarkable achievement, unique in the country. The number of students in the college has just passed 4,000, and SERC, that we're in right now, is the home to 2 of the college's 6 departments. It is the home now for computer and information sciences and physics. Many breakthroughs in science involve collaborative efforts in today's research frontiers. SERC brings together researchers and students from a wide range of disciplines. As I already mentioned, computer information science, physics, but also, as you saw, those of you on the tour in the basement, materials science, and even chemistry and biology, and much more. Importantly, SERC houses several interdisciplinary research centers. I mentioned some of them for people on the tour, and others, if they go on the tours later, will see where they are. And they will have impact not only within the college, but also across Temple and beyond. SERC will thereby accelerate discovery and enhance Temple's reputation. Temple researchers and their students working together will create new materials. They will help improve medicines. They will develop sustainable technologies. And underneath it all, they will help us understand the most fundamental aspects of the world in which we live. These discoveries will make sure that SERC will change all of our lives. Now I would like to talk about the people that have made this happen. There have been enormous contributions to the financial, the design, and the construction of this wonderful building. And for that, we are very, very grateful. Our next speaker is my predecessor as the college dean. He is now the provost, Provost Dai. Provost Dai is the person responsible for articulating the vision for the need of this building and helping create that vision that SERC would become. He is the person that brought me to Temple, and I'm thrilled to be able to introduce Hai Lung.
Thank you, Dean Kline, Congressman Chaka, Fattah, Lieutenant Governor Corley. Welcome to Temple, and welcome distinguished guests, our colleagues. Actually, there are still plenty of seats up front. Why don't you, some of you, come forward? Because my speech alone will be 30 minutes. So you better come and sit down. Well, it's a wonderful day for science at Temple. SERC is the first new building, science building at Temple in nearly half a century. To understand this significance, please indulge me for a bit of history. On October 4th, 1957, exactly 57 years ago, a basketball-sized spacecraft was launched into orbit from the former Soviet Union. Now, this event stunned the world at that time for two reasons. It was the first successful human effort in putting a man-made object circling the Earth, and it was the Soviet Union, not the United States, that did it. The Sputnik incident became a critical historical moment for the United States. It awoke all Americans a fear of falling behind in science. To ensure the US technology superiority, a broadly based effort in government, education communities, and industry was launched to reestablish our preeminence in science, research, and education. Temple University, supported by the state of Pennsylvania, responded then. 3 science buildings, the 3 Bs. I don't mean Bach, Beethoven, and Brahms. You're not laughing. Well, it's Barton, BioLife, and Bury. They were built on campus in the 1960s. These 3 buildings created a boom for science at Temple as part of the national effort that helped elevate the United States as the dominant force in science and technology for decades to follow. But half a century later today, we are facing yet another Sputnik in the making. This time, it is economic competitiveness that is at stake. In today's economy, driven by globalization and technology, nations around the world are investing in physical facilities and human resources, in science and technology. There is great danger that the United States may once again fall behind. Yet again, with the help from the state and many other supporters, Temple University responded. This new science facility, replacing the Barton Hall built more than 50 years ago, will ensure the continuation of the renaissance in science that has been going on at Temple since the last decade. In 2007, then President Ann Weaver Hart and the Board of Trustees, led by Chairman Dan Paulette, having recognized how outdated science facility was at Temple, started a science building project. At that time, a $50 million all-dry lab building. Over the years, with the continuing support of the board led by Chairman OConnor, Facility Chair Mitch Morgan, and our new president, Neil Theobald, the project finally grew into today's $140 million facility with the state-of-the-art teaching and research labs. 2 months ago, when I first toured the almost completed building, my first reaction was, do we scientists deserve this? I was overwhelmed by the excellent quality of this facility. As a scientist myself, and representing all my science colleagues here, I want to say thank you to Vice President Jim Creedon, to University Architect Margaret Carney, the facility team, and many, many unsung heroes who made this project happen and who made this a wonderful final product for us to enjoy for decades to come. But most importantly, I want to thank President Theobald, former President Hart, former Chairman Paulette, Chairman O'Connor, Trustee Morgan, and the Board of Trustees. Your vision will not only push the further development of science at Temple, your vision will ensure that the next generation of scientists who will lead the US marching forward will have the best facility to support their education. You guys don't like to applaud, right? Finally, let me say that even before this new building was completed, President Theobald has envisioned that to meet the challenges of this new millennium, Temple campus must make a transformative change to assist its development in academics. President Theobald's new campus facility master plan will unveil a bold vision for Temple, in which the university will play even a bigger role in helping our nation meeting the challenges in technology-driven, globalized world. Now, it is my honor to introduce you the man with this bold vision, President Neil Theobald.
Well, thank you, Provost Daya. That was very kind of you. I'm delighted that all of you have joined us to dedicate Temple's phenomenal, and I think that's the right word, Science Education and Research Center, the first new academic building of my presidency. Before the ribbon cutting, I want to talk a little about what this building represents, try to build on a little bit of what Hai Long and Mike said. In a recent book, Jonathan Cole of Columbia University wrote, "Although certain key players in our history have had the vision and energy to lay the foundation for our great universities, it is the thousands of scientists and scholars who have been dedicated to their work on a daily basis that have truly put our universities at the top. Their ambition to excel and their fierce competitiveness to be the best have led American research universities to become the engines of our nation's prosperity." Cole concludes that virtually every new industry being created depends on research conducted by American universities. This is abundantly clear at Temple University, where our faculty are engaged in path-breaking education and research activities that contribute extensively to the intellectual, cultural, social, and economic vitality of the Commonwealth. Our research helps to create jobs and produce new technologies. It bolsters Temple's national standing and competitiveness. It generates a better quality of life for citizens of Pennsylvania and the nation. But if great public research universities like Temple are to continue to conduct the vital research that transforms our state and enhances our lives, then faculty and students must have the facilities and the space to support learning and research. Temple's comprehensive master plan, which Hai Long mentioned previously, takes into account our long-term need for teaching and research space, and it will be finalized before the end of the calendar year. This building we dedicate today is an essential step in further addressing our shortage of teaching, research, and laboratory space. As Provost Dye mentioned, the building we stand in is the first non-medical science building to open on this campus in nearly half a century. BioLife in 1969 and Bury in 1963 were the two most recent science buildings added to campus. The building will provide 248,000 gross square feet of space that will help our faculty to increase their competitiveness for external funding in key areas. The building will also assist the School of Science and Technology in recruiting and retaining outstanding faculty. And the work done in this building will lead to the development of new ideas, new innovations, and potential new technologies. I can't wait to see what discoveries are made in this building. Groundbreaking research also needs strong institutional support, and there is no one who has made that case better than the chairman of the Temple's Board of Trustees, Patrick J. O'Connor. When Chairman O'Connor was just 28 years old, he became the youngest trustee in Temple history. I can assure you that what I was doing at the age of 28 wasn't nearly so impressive. Today, Chairman O'Connor is the vice chairman of one of the nation's great law firms, Cozen O'Connor, and a tireless advocate for Temple University. Thank you. Please welcome Patrick J. O'Connor.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Theobald. I'm truly grateful that you all could be here today for the dedication of this tremendous new building at Temple University, the Science Education and Research Center. As President Theobald mentioned, this amazing building heralds a new era of scientific exploration at Temple. It's much more than a building. It will be a place to learn and discover new ideas in the world of science and technology. It is a place where our students will explore the vital areas of biology, chemistry, physics, computer, and informational sciences. So it is fitting that from this place, new discoveries and breakthroughs in science and medicine will occur, and the game changers will be Temple University professors and Temple University students. This great building represents a quantum leap for Temple in the science and technology fields. And I want to thank my fellow trustees here today for sharing in that noble effort. I especially thank Mitchell Morgan, who oversees on behalf of our board all the facilities on our campus to ensure that what we do here fulfills the mission of Temple University, which is an affordable and accessible education for all people. With him, our distinguished trustees, our former chairman Daniel Paulette, Louis Gould, Colonel James White, Patrick Eiding, and Scott Cooper, and I see former trustee John Campolongo also here. Welcome. We also have a special guest in Congressman Chaka Fattah, who is chair of the key congressional committee in Washington that oversees science and technology. And I thank you for your interest and your time here, Congressman. My special thanks goes to the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, who provided the significant capital grant to enable this project to be done. It is because of their support, the people, the great people of this Commonwealth and its leaders, that Temple University now boasts one of the finest science facilities in the East Coast. I specifically want to mention one person who is here today who honors us with his presence, and that's Lieutenant Governor James Cawley. I'm proud to note that Governor Cawley earned not 1 but 2 degrees at Temple University. He received a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science and his law degree from our great law school. He is one of the best examples of what Temple alums can accomplish in the world. He is a proud graduate of this university, and we are proud of him. All of us in Pennsylvania are fortunate to have him as a leader who has been true to his roots and the lessons he learned here. Lieutenant Governor Cawley, in supporting this great project, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania has invested wisely. I assure you that the Science Education and Research Center will be a benefit for all citizens of this great Commonwealth. With that, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the Lieutenant Governor of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, Jim Cawley. Governor.
Thank you, Patrick. I will tell you that there is no finer chairman of any higher education institution in this state than Patrick O'Connor, and we are honored to have him and his service. Thank you. It's great to be home. This in particular, this binder comes from a dear friend who happens to work for the administration, Nick Mariachi, who is also a Temple alum. He put my remarks in this folder to remind me of where we all come from. We come from here. We come from this great institution. Now, I have to admit, I couldn't remember what was on this site. So I asked Bill Bergman, I said, Bill, what was on here? He reminded me that it was basically an open field with a very strange sculpture on it. But I think we can all recognize the fact that this is a much better use of the real estate. I'm going to invite you now to cast your eyes, I guess for all of you, to the right. Look over at that building. Now, look around this hall. What you are recognizing is over a century of commitment to science that Temple University is making today. The past, the present, and the future, all within your vision. That's what we're recognizing here. And that's what our governor, Tom Corbett, was proud to commit to when we were able, we as a Commonwealth, all of us together. It's not Tom Corbett's money, it's not Jim Cawley's money, it's all our money. We committed to the future of science here at Temple University. Every time I come home to Temple, I can't help but think about the personal impact. Yeah, I guess it's all about me. What happened here for me academically and professionally and personally. But more importantly, the young people who are up there, who are back there, who are walking past us right now with their backpacks. Think about them. Think about the future. Think about what it is that we are committing to. Pennsylvania is home to some of the most technologically diverse and scientifically sophisticated companies in the world. They are going to demand that we have a workforce that is able to meet their requirements. The opportunities for STEM employment, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics are boundless. Our challenge is whether or not we are going to meet those requirements. Today, my alma mater is making that commitment. They are meeting that challenge. It is important for us to make sure that our students have an understanding of the concepts and the skills that are invaluable to meeting those high-need and high-value occupations. That's just one of the reasons why I'm honored to come back home and celebrate the grand opening of the Science Education and Research Center, allowing Temple to attract from the world new and talented scholars, as well as provide students with unbelievable opportunity, reaffirming our role as a leader in the field of exploration and science research. Because of this opening of this building, well, it's been open for a couple of weeks, but because of this dedication, the discoveries that will come from here could very well, and I predict will, change the world. It is events like this that reaffirm the vision of our governor, Tom Corbett, my vision, and I hope you share this vision, that while we in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania enjoy a rich and storied history, something we should all be proud of, the best days, the very best days for our state and for our nation lie ahead. We only need to have the courage in order to make the decisions in order to get there. Those decisions, many of them, will be made right here in this building. That's why I'm so very honored and pleased to be with you all today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor Corley, for those remarks, especially your alluding to the importance of STEM. Our next speaker is a junior majoring in both biology and Spanish. She is a science scholar, one of the group of talented students who have a passion for advanced research. I'm pleased now to introduce Ms. Katie Steinberg.
Thank you, Dean Kline. Lieutenant Governor Cawley, Chairman O'Connor, President Theobald, Provost Dye, Dean Kline, Temple University, faculty, students, alumni, and guests. I am honored to be one of today's speakers. Before I was even a student at Temple, I attended Alter Hall's opening. Both of my parents are Temple graduates. They met in the Paley Library. I think that makes me Temple made. I saw my parents' excitement for the future of the Fox School of Business. Now it's my turn to feel that same excitement. The opening of the Science Education and Research Center solidifies Temple's status as a world-renowned research institution. I chose Temple for many reasons: the honors program, the connection that I already felt to the university, and the opportunities that being a Temple graduate will bring. Today, I'm a science scholar, a program that offers paid research each summer with an experienced researcher. My first year, I worked with Alan Nicholson, chair of the biology department. Our research focused on early disease detection through the use of atomic force microscopy. Working in Dr. Nicholson's lab gave me the skills and confidence needed to take on new challenges, like working in a medical clinic in Peru, and with a program at Temple Hospital exploring preventative treatment methods for pre-diabetic Latina women. Temple and the College of Science and Technology continues to provide me with incredible opportunities to explore, to find what I love to do, and to succeed. SERC's opening demonstrates how much Temple cares about innovative education. The interdisciplinary work that will be achieved here will offer students many opportunities to work with great faculty, to use advanced equipment, and to make scientific discoveries. I hope to go to medical school one day, but for now, I'll continue to embrace the experiences that Temple offers. Thank you, Temple University, for building this wonderful place for scientific education and research, and for setting such a high standard to follow. Thank you for helping me and thousands of other students to discover who we are, where we want to go, and how we can make a difference in our world. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie. What an eloquent statement of the importance of a building like this in the lives of our students. Let me take a moment to thank everyone who helped make this event possible. I want to obviously thank our speakers here today, particularly Lieutenant Governor Cawley. Those were fabulous, fabulous remarks, and greatly appreciated. I also want to recognize the Temple University trustees who generously gave their time to be here this morning. Patrick O'Connor, right here. Patrick Eiding, Louis Gould, Mitch Morgan, Dan Paulette, James White, and Scott Cooper are here today. Thank you. In addition, I want to acknowledge the elected officials who are here this morning. As Chairman O'Connor mentioned, we're deeply grateful to the Commonwealth for its incredible investment in this building. We will be coming back with other great ideas in future years. So I want to express my appreciation to Lieutenant Governor Cawley for his presence today. I also want to thank Congressman Chaka Fattah for his presence this morning and for their long-standing support. Our most generous supporters include Jim Guare, Jay Novick, Rosemary Poole, Joseph Allegra, Albert Brown, Kenneth Brennan, Paul Casillo, Stanley and Debbie Lefkowitz, and Seta Terazian. You can see their name on the walls over there, as I mentioned. And finally, which is always the favorite word in these kind of occasions, I want to mention the many departments at Temple that helped put this event together. My thanks to Campus Planning and Design, the College of Science and Technology, Facilities Management, the Office of the Provost, Strategic Marketing and Communication, and all of our volunteers and staff members who are here today.